Indeed uses this information to match you with new opportunities. And after you add your qualifications and job preferences, your search results become more tailored, and your job feed will become more personalized. How? Well, you'll notice that you'll start to see labels on job posts. If your preferences or qualifications match the job. Welcome to week one of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Cowboys and the Rams, and it's all up next.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Stafford is one of those quarterbacks who didn't get the credit he deserved for the majority of his career due to the fact he was playing on teams that often didn't make the playoffs. But that narrative emphatically changed when he changed his surroundings and won a Super Bowl with the Rams. He's had a few injuries in the intervening years, but now that he's fully healthy, he plans on getting his team back into the championship conversation.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. The tight end in motion right. Stafford now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Well, the Cowboys making their way out behind the NFL's leader in touchdown passes for 2023. In his 9th season now, Dak Prescott.
And he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, where he finished as a runner-up in the MVP chase after throwing for over 4,500 yards, 36 touchdowns, and less than 10 interceptions for the first time in a few years. An integral part of the Cowboys' run to the playoffs. He's hoping to take it a step further here in 2024.
This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. Right back to Tolbert. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 47 now, that work with a 2nd and 7. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? We end up back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll roll him out right. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Trey Lance keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
What a call there on the quarterback draw. You want to spread the field and just tell your QB, hey, find a lane and go. And he's able to get the defense in a vulnerable spot and then take it into the end zone.
And Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now they'll send Kupp in motion right. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Intended for Tyler Johnson. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Scott.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Scott. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it here. Why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Play action. Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Breaking through to drop him, that's Perion Winfrey.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for the touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lance going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lance. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. Here is 3rd down and 4. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that, Dave.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. They run again with Dowdle. They're down to the 41.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Incomplete. So now in comes the field goal unit, and while this is no ordinary try here, this will be from 56 yards out. That is no good. They hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. To throw is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. This will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Ethan Evans now.
Ethan Evans in formation for the Rams.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here in the middle of the field, still available because you called something down every quarter.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
That's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Garoppolo now connecting with Kupp here on the out route. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In that first half, we were treated to a stellar performance by quarterback Trey Lance. His touchdown run was the lone score of those first 2 quarters as his guys hold a 7-0 lead.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 3rd and 2. A running play. It's Dowdle. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's Lance to throw it. Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now Lance. Middle complete. It's Brooks. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Off of play action, here's Lance. That falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Shotgun now for Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here's Lance. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a down. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
7 yards there and a first down.
And the third accounts were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run, and everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback, and they're able to see the route develop.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They'll run with Scott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Motion left, Cup. On play action, now Garoppolo. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Robinson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Now Garoppolo. That is caught. Well, they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing here, Rush. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Rush. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw is Rush. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The football going back to the Rams now. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll get this out wide to Scott. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Dancing away at the 30, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Rams on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's got it down to the 28. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Back to throw, Rush. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Akers will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Rams offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Robinson's got it. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Here now a 3rd and 20. Garoppolo. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
From 40-yard line, brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
Or you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Southern California, so long, everybody.